Hello everybody and welcome to GLHF episode number 47, where today we're taking a look at FTL. Now this is one of those games that made it onto my top 5 list of 2012 for games that I liked. However, I looked through all of our videos and I was like, really? I haven't done a GLHF of FTL yet? Like, that's something I should have done, and I'm kind of surprised that I didn't. I know I put up like some live stream stuff a while ago, and it was terrible, so let's forget about all of that. So I figured, what better time to actually show you the game than right now? It's perfect. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for me, which is fine. That's okay. It's been one of those days, really. I finished the Trooper series. I recorded everything, which means I know exactly how long approximate how long the series will last until it's finally over for Chapter 3, and we're looking at a February 8th-ish release date for the Inquisitor. So to keep you, I guess, involved in that in case you're interested. If not, then you probably just need to know that, in other words, I'm super tired tonight. And like I said, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know. I can't even see the time. I'm so tired. But it's perfect time to do FTL, I think. So we'll start a new game. If you don't know what this game is, you are missing out, sir. Like I said, I think it was third on the list of games that I put as my top for this year, or for 2012 rather, for 2013 as well. I mean, come on. I haven't really played a lot of great games this year yet. But let's show you what this is all about. So I have my ship here, and I could choose between a variety of ships, but this one seems to be the one that I have the most success with thus far. You get different ships for doing different things, and you could see a whole list of ships here, so there's quite a few that I still have not unlocked. They're all unlocked from doing various things within the game, which is fairly sweet. Now, we're going to put it on normal. Easy is kind of like if you're just beginning and you hate dying. Easy is probably a good choice. Normal is what you want to go with, though. It's the best. So we'll start. Before I read any of this, I should mention that this is a roguelike game, so once you die, you have to restart from the beginning. So that's what we're doing now. We're starting from the beginning, and this says, the data that I carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure the search... I'm tired, you gotta remember. To explore each sector before moving on to the next... but get to the exit before pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. So basically, there's a rebel fleet. It's coming after me. I must check out each sector and then move on. So I have my ship here, and I have these crewmen. So I have 4 crewmen at the moment. I will move this guy over here real quick, and this one to the shields, and I'll explain all this right now. So basically, there's different races that you can get. Like, this is a human, and this is a guy named a mantis. This is a NG, and this is a rock. So humans are pretty average. They don't really have anything special. Mantis are people who are really good at fighting on your ship. NGs are really good at repairing. I think they repair double the speed. And then rocks are immune to fire, so they could put out fire on your ship. So as you see here, I've got my ship, and I've got all these different I guess areas in it. So like, this is the shield, this is the med bay, and then you have the doors here, the door control, because I can open and close doors. Like, I can vent atmosphere. So there's a fire, and I need to vent the atmosphere to put the fire out. I also have like a open all and close all button, but that is a very dangerous button to be using. So we have the doors, the oxygen area, we have my bridge, which is where my human guy is. We have the engine room, the sensors, and the weapons. And every time you have a room manned, it is, I guess, just better in every way. Like, for instance, the weapons, if I power on those weapons there, once they're manned, the charge time of my weapons is quicker. My shields, if they're manned, they recharge quicker. Engines, I get better evasion and I guess I have to have somebody in the bridge in order to actually control the ship, or I can't evade anything at all and I just get hit by everything. So you have oxygen on your ship, obviously, because that is why you have an oxygen tank, and then you have your shield. So that's pretty much the basics. I also have this weapon on this specific ship. You'll see the bar here as it's charged. It's just a giant beam weapon that fires automatically. It does quite a bit of damage, but it has a very long charge time. It can save you in a pinch, which is why I like this vehicle, or the ship, or whatever you want to call it. You can also level up your ship as you go. You collect things called scrap, which is this number up here in the middle. I have 10 of it right now, but some things cost quite a bit. So it's nice. That's pretty much the general resource within the game. I also have fuel, because you have to jump to different sectors. I have missiles, and I have drones. So that's the basics, right? So, I mean, there's really nothing more to know other than that. So we're just going to go to the map here. Now, I have to get to the exit of this sector, right? There's multiple sectors. I have to get to the exit of this sector. In order to do so, I usually kind of hang back in this area-ish, and I explore all the areas that I can. This is a nebula here, which means it's going to slow down the pursuing fleet because they can't find me as easily. And you'll see the pursuing fleet as we kind of continue, but let's move over here. Now this is a rebel scout, and it says you detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet, and I have a couple options I can try to avoid or intervene and defend the outpost. So because it's a fairly weak ship, we're going to intervene, and the rebel responds to my threat saying, "I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet." It's like the Emperor. It's unlimited rebel fleet. They move in to engage, so I continue. Now, I could pause at any time by hitting space, and now I can see kind of where I want to shoot, I guess, on their ship. Usually it's a pretty good idea to take out the weapons, because if they can't shoot at you, then you're not taking any damage, which is good. This green bar up at the top is my health. Obviously, my shield is there as well. So let's make it so my burst laser shoots their weapons. And because I think my burst laser shoots 3 lasers, one of those lasers are going to get absorbed by the shield, and hopefully the other 2 will hit and take out the weapons. You can also see their doors opening because they have crew members on their ship as well. I can move my crew around, but they're already manning everything. So now we wait until this hits their ship. Good, I took out their weapons. And they hit my engine. So my Mantis guy is going to be repairing my engine. It's just slightly damaged. It's not really too much of a big deal because I don't have it actually fully, I guess, energized. There's one missing bar of energy there anyway, so it's just repairing that up. They can't shoot at me, which is a good time for me to take out their shield just to ensure that that does not recharge, and then I can do the weapons again. So we'll do that as my burst laser charges and fires. Will it hit? Okay, no, I missed every shot there. So I'm going to focus on taking out their weapons again, since one of them is back up. And here goes my burst laser. Will I hit? Cool, took those out. We can take out the shields. As you can see, the one shot, wow, their weapon's already back up. Their repair star over here. Yeah, as you can see, when I hit a shield, it kind of takes it down to like a no shield type thing. So, oh, that was my giant laser beam, which is really nifty. Like I said, it hurt their shields, which means this next shot is going to kill their ship. I should turn on auto fire because that's what I'm used to. And there you go. So he's going to die. When he dies, he gives me fuel and drone parts and scrap. And that's, you could get different things, but that's just what happens when this guy died. So he gives me that. And then the outpost hails me. The pompous bastards expected a free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. So I get 3 extra fuel and 13 extra scrap for helping them, which means I have 41 scrap. Let's check the system. No stores anywhere nearby, so let's get a power. And we'll put that in the engines were missing one. And now my evasion went up from, what was it at, 15? Yeah, 15 to 20%, which is really great. And now we can jump. And let's just go over here. This seems like a good area to go, hopefully. Maybe we will die, maybe we won't. So we quickly come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship, and I receive a transmission from the pirate, stay out of this fight and we'll make it worth your while. So I can accept their bribe, which gives me 2 fuel. I don't really need any fuel, I've got plenty right now. Drone parts, which is 1 and 10 scrap, which not all that great. And he doesn't seem like a very powerful ship, so let's try to be a hero and take out their ship. And he locks onto mine. He has a drone, I'll show you what that's all about in a second as soon as I get that going. So his drone is going to intermittently attack me, as you see there, and it'll weaken my shields, which if they, I mean, it's not really doing a whole lot, their drone isn't very good, but if you have a really good drone, you can potentially take out someone's shield and then allow your shots to get through. So drones could be pretty powerful. I haven't really used them a whole lot, but they are very good. So now I'm going to try to take out their weapons again as my beam weapon charges up. Usually I upgrade my beam weapon fairly early. Okay, so they took up my I guess sensors, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send this guy in and he's going to repair that. And there's a fire, so he's going to put out the fire first and then he can repair my sensors. So it's always good to put out fires because they'll spread and kill your entire crew. And for whatever reason, I'm just having a hard time hitting him. It is a bit of a luck game. So now he's giving me a more generous offer, and it's still not as generous as I would like. In fact, he gives me more missiles, but he gives me less scrap, so I'm just going to end up killing him. In fact, I just did a lot of damage because of that auto attack there from my beam, and then my burst laser should finish him off in a second here, probably one more attack, hopefully. We'll see. We'll put this guy back in the shields, just because. But yeah, some of those drones could be very nasty. It seems like this drone was trying to set me on fire. He's dead, so his drone's out of commission. And there we go, 22 scrap. So we can get... I think I'm going to hold on to it. Only because I think a store might be popping up soon. And if one does, I want to be able to have the scrap to be able to buy another weapon. It's always good to have quite a few weapons. So I jump into this sector and I'm immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello travelers, your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up? Okay, yeah, sure. Mercenary work. Space dock is under assault from rebels. Although the dock is technically illegal within their laws, it's very important for their trade. Will pay me fuel and scrap. Nice. Sure. It's a little quest. Quest marker added to my map. Where is that at? Can I get to it? Wow, way out over there. Okay, so I'm going to have to book it. So let's... I wanted to do both of these distresses. Let's only do one of them, because I do want to finish that little quest. Now, oops, there's giant spiders on that person's ship, but basically I am not going to help them at all because it's really risky and I don't want to lose anybody on my ship. There we go. And if you have the right tools on your ship, you can there'll be like an option that shows up in blue, and it'll mean that you can actually help those people without any major ill effects. So I spotted a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. Does not seem to want to engage you or your ship. Okay, so I'm going to demand them to surrender, and they're not going to do it. And he's going to try to get away, which means I need to take out his engines. So it says enemy FTL charging. FTL stands for faster than light, which is just their faster than light drive, basically. It's how they go really quick. So we're going to take out their engines, and hopefully they can't get away. Okay, injured their engines. That's not helping. I need to take them out. I hope we could take him out. That'll probably be one of my goals. He doesn't really have that great of a weapon. I mean, he's got drone shooting at me. And he has that halberd laser. I guess we could go repair that. I probably won't need to. Okay, so their FTL's delayed, so let's attack their weapons with my next volley. And if you haven't noticed, the music is incredibly good in this game. There's a soundtrack version on Steam that you can get. It's worth it. You'll rock out to this music. It's very nice if you're like working or reading or doing something. It's really great. Okay, so they're gonna try to jump again. That's poopy. Their jump is imminent. I don't think I'm gonna get the shot off. Please, 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 please. Dang it! Okay, so they got away. And I took some damage in the meantime, so that's not good. Okay, let's jump to this nebula, because it'll slow down the pursuing fleet, and then we can get to the quest marker. See, black market weapon trader spins me a tale of, okay, basically he wants me to purchase a weapon, but I don't have the scrap to do it, so let's attack him. Let's attack him, and let's try to get weapons off of him. So because I'm in a nebula, my sensors are down on my ship. So if I get a fire in my ship, I won't be able to actually detect it at all, which is quite terrible. So you kind of have to listen for it and kind of wait and see, like, okay, did he hit me? Okay, he hit me, so does that mean, is there a fire in that compartment that he hit me? It takes a lot of, I guess, concentration overall to kind of figure out what's going on in your ship, especially when there's a fire in a situation like this. Because if a fire starts spreading and taking out systems, and especially if it takes out your med bay and then your oxygen, you're pretty much screwed if you can't get it under control. Because then you can't, I mean, if it takes out your oxygen, you can't close, or you can't open and close the doors, which means you can't put out the fires easier by just, making it so it can't breathe. And then the other thing is, if it takes out your med bay, then, I mean, the guys who are putting out the fires are taking damage. Wow, he was really easy to take care of. Guys who are putting out the fires are going to take damage, and then eventually they would die if they can't get any heals. So that's no good. But if you have a rock like I do, you can very easily just, okay, I can get over there pretty easily. You can very easily just put out the fires with him, although he does it fairly slow, so it's one of those situations. So your ship is hailed. This is an automated message. Resisting our takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. It appears this rebel ship is run by an AI. No kidding. And he's trying to get away, so let's take out his engines. Hopefully this one will be a much more successful thwarting, I guess, of them trying to get away from me. So I'll show you kind of what I want to do with my ship if I don't find a store. He just hit me with an ion weapon. Ion weapons can take out your shields or depower things. Oop, that is a fire. That is a very nasty fire, so let's put that out by doing this. And not sending any manpower over there just yet. Good, he can't get away. Let's try to take out his weapons. So the ion weapon will depower things, which isn't very good, as you could imagine. So if it hit my shields, it turns off my shields for a second, as you see there, and then there's a little timer on my shield icon in the bottom. Engines are down. Shields are useless right now, so I may as well send this guy in to fix my beam. I took out their weapons. Everything's delayed on them, so I may as well shoot their shields. There we go. We'll send this guy back over. Actually, we'll send this guy in here. What did I get? 9 scrap. Not a whole lot. We'll send this guy to get heals. All you have to do is be in the med bay to get heals. There's a few like really good items that you can get. Like there's one that allows it so you can heal on your ship just no matter what, wherever you are on your ship. You just are just constantly getting health as long as your med bay's up, which is really quite good, as you would imagine. My favorite is the weapon pre-igniter, which is once you jump out of FTL like this and there's a ship, your weapons are automatically available. You don't have to charge up, which is really good. So once I arrive at this beacon, I detect a rebel scout assaulting a compound on a nearby desolate moon. Well, let's engage them. May as well. Let's take out their weapons, of course, because that is how we roll. Got 67 scrap. I'll probably upgrade my ship if I don't see a store after this place. This is the mission area, if I recall correctly. So I should get something at least worthwhile. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's not worth it doing any quest at all, but you could go through this game, a good 40 or 50 times and have a different experience every time, because it's procedurally generated. As you go through each sector, different things will pop up for you. Maybe one time you'll see the same stuff at a store every single time you go to a store. I've done that before. It was like all drones, and I was like, I don't use drones. This is I don't like it. Other times you'll have some really cool items like that weapon pre-igniter, which costs like 150 scrap, but it is so worth it if you can get one. I think the only couple times I've actually ever beaten the game, it's very hard to do. Ooh, there's a store here. Nice. I've done it because I've had a weapon pre-igniter. I don't have anything to sell. Don't really need any more crew at the moment. Let's fix my ship. And actually that's pretty good. Can I jump? There's a store right there. Perfect. Let's see what they have. Hopefully something better than that guy. So, scrap recovery arm. Oh my gosh, yes. So this gives me 10% more scrap from any source. It's pretty good, right? I'm pretty sure you know what that means. That means I get more money. 10% more money anytime I get money. Really good. That's always good to have. By the end of the game, you typically have more money than you know what to do with if you get this thing really early, so it's worth it. This is a pretty easy scout to take out. We'll take them out, get their scrap, and then upgrade my ship, I think. I think that's what we'll do. We'll see. Man, I love this game, though. This is one of those games that you will start playing, and you'll be like, man, I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is really great. This is super fun. You'll look at the clock, and it'll be like 9 hours later, and you'll be like, I thought I was playing for like 30 minutes. It's a time vampire. It's a lot like XCOM. It's a time vampire, but it's a lot of fun. And like I said, this is one of my top 5 games of the year for a very good reason. Let's upgrade my power, because I'm going to need more power to upgrade my artillery beam. So let's jump to my exit here. We'll show you how you get to a different sector. Cool, more scrap. Ooh, 1 away from getting my artillery beam. So I can jump, and I have 2 choices here. I can go to Uncharted Nebula. I don't really like nebulas because they're very difficult to deal with. And then Zoltan-controlled sectors. Zoltan are a race of people that can... They're like green people who can like power whatever they're in. So if I have them like in my weapons, they add a free power source there, which is really nice. Hopefully I can actually get one as a crew member. I also need to... I think I need to finish a quest here, which should allow me to get a Zoltan ship. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep track of all that stuff, but it's hard to because there's a lot of stuff to do. Okay, this is... I'm glad that this popped up because it was getting pretty repetitive. So, this ship has a teleporter, a crew teleporter. What's going to happen is right as soon as I unpause it, someone's going to teleport over onto my ship. There he is. Okay, now he's on my ship. Where is he going? We'll find out where he's going in a second. He's going to go to door control. So what I could easily do is just send my fighter guy, my Mantis, in there to take care of him. And there you go. So I'm going to try to take out their weapons in the meantime. So there's still a ship fight going on, but there's also somebody on my ship. So this is, you know, fairly bad. But it looks like my Mantis is going to be able to kill him without any problems. Very good. Couple more hits. Okay, he got away. I'll heal up and then go back to my engine room. He has no weapons. That's awesome. And we'll just whittle him down from here. So sometimes it could be really bad. Sometimes you get people on your ship and they just destroy everything. There's some drones that you can shoot over to an enemy ship that can do a lot of damage, which is really nice because then you're not wasting a crew member. Because if your crew member dies, you're pretty much screwed. So you don't want to do that. And I don't know. I've done a little stuff with the crew teleporter, but it's a risky proposition at the best. Ooh, I just got a nice weapon, a missile, I think. No, a hull laser. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so what do I need to be able to power a hull laser? Well, I need 2 more power. Or I need 1 more power. So we'll do 1 more power, and then I need 2 more power into my weapon control. So I need to spend like 60 more scrap to be able to power that. I could depower my burst laser, but that's no use to the hull laser because the burst laser is slightly better since the fact that it can focus down one area. Let's do that. So let's take out this guy's weapons. We'll hope for the best here. I don't know. We'll see. I think, did one of my guys get upgraded in weapons? No. As you can see, your guys kind of earn experience in different areas. Like my guy on weapons is almost ranked up. When they rank up, they just do whatever they were doing in that area better. So my weapon charge will be much faster. They can rank up twice in a given area. I think that's how that works. It may be 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's only twice. There's also a ton of mods, if you didn't know, where you can get like Star Destroyers from Star Wars as your ship. Or I think there was the USS Enterprise, which is really cool. I thought there were some Stargate ones, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. And if there aren't, there need to be. That would be the best. Okay, this guy wants to surrender, but no, I'm not going to let him surrender. I'm just going to kill him and take him for even more scrap. Usually you get more scrap when you don't let him surrender anyway, so... But the surrender is a nice option if you're getting your butt kicked. And they are just... Like, if for whatever reason you got them down low enough and they're like, well, we surrender, and you're like, thank you, because you were about to kill me. Which is kind of funny how that works. We'll jump into the next sector here. Just need 1 more power to my weapons. Oop. Intruders. Okay, that's not good. There's 3 of them. We'll try to get these guys in there so my Mantis doesn't die. We'll even get my rock. This is going to be bad. Ooh, they are doing a lot of damage to me, which means... Okay, let's get you into there. I might be able to take one out. Yep, there goes one. Okay, let's pause. Let's get my rock in there. I probably should just send him in there anyway, since 4 people could be in there. And let's send this guy to the med bay. Oop, let's send this guy to the med bay. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. Crap, he's gonna die on me. Get out of there. Oh, that's not the med bay, that's the shield room. What are you doing? Silly guys, you. And my rock will be able to take them both out. Look, they're total bosses. Whew, I hate when that happens. That was a pretty, I guess, close one. That could have been much worse. So let's get my pilot back in. You can name all your crew members as well. So if you, it's kind of funny because if you have like a, where am I? Oh, my sensor's offline because I think that's the zone I'm in. But if you have like a, like say I named one like Garrick, right? Then I know the guy, and I'm like, I want to keep him alive a little more. But when you lose him, you're like, no, like you were so good to me, and now you're dead. And then it's really funny to tell your friends, like, man, you totally died on my ship today. Like you died a terrible death. You died like in a fire, like in like 3 fires in a fire, and it was pretty bad. And they're like, what? And that's really funny. Anyway, so the option I have here. Basically, they say you find the source of a distress call, a small research station. It appears that a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Luckily, I have a rock crew member who is immune to fire, and he's going to go save them. So this is what I was talking about. You can get a blue option, and it usually means that the person is going to survive and you'll be fine. So he pretty much puts out the fires, and I get another scrap recovery arm. So it was a little bit of a... I don't know if I get 20% now or not. I don't know if they stack. I don't know that. It would be nice if they did, but I'm not sure if they do. So let's, because I got some more scrap from that, let's upgrade my weapons. Now I have a hull laser as well. So let's check this sucker out. Let's get into this distress. Hopefully it'll be a trap, which I'm sure it is. Oh, no, another one. Ooh, this one is a distress signal coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire and the repair group can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable, and I have an NG crew member who can go and repair it for them. And they give me tons and tons of scrap, which is amazing. And there's a store there, which is even more amazing. So let's jump to this area first, because I have plenty of time in this sector. Cool ship. So I'm gonna shoot that, and then my hull laser, the way it kind of works is, I'll show you. I think the hull laser, if I recall correctly, does 2 times damage to systemless rooms. So I want to hit rooms that don't have systems in them. But, okay, so, oh wow, I thought the hull laser was actually an aimed thing. Some lasers, like, are beams, and when you click, it'll give you like a trajectory, and then you'd like drag of where it'll go. So sometimes there are lasers like that. I thought that's what the whole laser was, but I was obviously mistaken. I think that's a whole beam or a breach beam or something like that. I don't remember the name of it. So we will continue to do damage to them. The whole laser is really nice at doing just damage to the ship, so you can take down enemies very quickly, like that. Very good. And they give me more scrap, which is also very good. Hell, let's jump to this one too before we jump to the store. We're doing very well here. I can repair, but I don't need to, so I'm going to ignore. Is there another place I can jump to before I go to one of the 2 stores there? Let's go to the exit, because sometimes an exit will have an enemy. Or more scrap. Yeah, scrap recovery arm. I can attempt to mine this asteroid. So, scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL. Okay, so I can use my arm to recover almost 30 scrap, which is very nice. Let's check out what these stores got for me. Hopefully something good. I'm getting a ton of scrap now. I could get another weapon. Actually, that would be a very good idea. So all of these require 2 power. Oh, weapon pre-igniter. Ooh, how much does... Okay, I could get rid of a scrap recovery arm. And that will allow me to buy a weapon pre-igniter. Which is better than getting another weapon. Because it makes it so when I jump, my weapons are then able to be shot as soon as I get out of FTL, which is really good. That's incredibly good. That is like the best thing in the game. You know what? I could repair here. May as well. We'll do a fuel as well. Okay, let's get out of this sector, and we'll wrap this up soon. Let's go to here, and we'll jump to the next sector. NG controlled, I think, because I hate nebulas. Delicious water. So I'm in NG space here. There's another store. Of course there is. As much as I did like the 2 scrap recovery arms, I think it would be better for me to have done that. And I just got a defense drone. So you know what I could do? I could jump to this one. Watch, I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Hopefully it'll be a ship to destroy. Yes. So I can attempt to download the ships data stores, and I activated its AI, but I can shoot it. So let's take out its weapons and let's shoot its hull and just do a ton of freaking damage. Isn't that sweet? Weapon pre-igniters are the best because you can easily take out their weapons and then they can't do anything to you. It's the easiest way. If you get it at the start of the game, it's the easiest way to beat the game. Because then you're not spending all your scrap on repairing yourself, which, as you can imagine, is quite good. So let's jump to the store and I'll show you what I was talking about. So, because I have a useless thing in my inventory, which is this defense drone, I could sell it. Suddenly I have 66 scrap. Now, that doesn't really give me a whole lot to work with. However, I could then upgrade my ship by upgrading power and then upgrading the artillery beam. There we go. So now that's going to recharge 10 seconds faster than it did before, I think. I think that's how that works. Let me check. Yes, 10 seconds faster. It goes down to a maximum or a minimum of 20 seconds, which is quite good. Man, this is actually one of those games that I probably will get to the end. Oh crap, my fuel. I need more fuel. Didn't think about that. I'll probably get to the end and actually beat it because the weapon pre-igniter is just so good. And I wasn't expecting to get that, especially on a GLHF. However, I won't be finishing the game here because that'll take like another 2 hours. Or hour-ish, maybe. Sometimes. Depends if you're lucky or not. Go, my weapons. Shoot. Okay, this isn't good. Oh, they left. Okay, that's even better. Okay, you get over there. NG, you repair that because I don't want to lose my weapons guy. I need my weapons to go. Don't, just whatever you do, don't hit my weapon room. Okay, I took out one of their weapons. I think both of them because I think they only have one weapon. Or they don't have the power to do a couple. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to hopefully... Okay, well, I injured it again. I didn't really take it out. Go, whole beam. Oh, that was my ship beam that I upgraded, which came 10 seconds faster. Let's move my NG back into there. Let's move my rock. I only have 3 fuel. If I jump to the store, they catch up with me, which isn't good. I could probably take them out with a weapon pre-igniter, but I don't want to risk it. So I think... Okay, Lauren, I need you to go back to my weapons. And I'm going to make a jump over here. I'm going to try to stay in this sector as long as possible, because I'm still kind of in the early parts of the game. Okay, I just got fuel. That's good. We'll make it to this distress. We'll finish this sector, and that's where I'll ramp it up. Okay, so I can... There's basically people in an asteroid field, and they're under attack from asteroids, evil asteroids, and I could shield them with my ship, but sometimes that's very bad. But let's try to take the risk. Nope, that was bad. I got some scrap, lost a lot of HP on my ship, and I wasted fuel going out over there to begin with. So this could be bad, although I can repair my ship. We'll do that. Okay, that was a good deal. I really need fuel, so I need to find a store within this next jump. I'm hoping. I just got a firebomb weapon, no store. Okay, my only option here is literally to go to the exit and hope for the best. Okay, I can trade missiles for drone parts. That's not very useful, so we'll ignore that. and I can't jump. So what I have to do here is I have to turn on my distress beacon and wait, which isn't good. Nobody passes through the area. That means these guys are going to catch up to me. Oh no, this is super bad. Oh gosh, okay. This may be the end. Okay. Oh, he's trying to get away. His FTL is charging. This may be very good. Let's try to take out their weapons with both of mine. And they're going to send guys over. Send one guy over. I can send this guy to attack him. I did injure their weapons. Okay, this may not be as bad as I thought it would be. Hopefully I'll get some fuel out of this. Okay, that guy retreated. The weapon pre-igniters, man. If I didn't have the weapon pre-igniters, I don't know what I'd do. I think I just busted a hole in their shields. Or not their shield, but their hole. A hole in their hull. There we go. Oop, and my weapon guy just upgraded, as you see that. So then there's a little star above his head, which means my weapons shoot faster. Very good. You know what I should do? I should save both of my weapons here and just charge them both at the same time. Oop, there goes my laser beam, just taking out things. Go, lasers. Good. Good. This isn't bad. This isn't going bad at all. This is actually going very well. This could have been way worse. Hopefully I'll get some fuel, though. That's the real key. Okay, let's try to take out their engines so they can't get away, because I don't want them getting away, because if they do, then I don't have the fuel. Come on. Hit them with a whole laser or something. Just something. Thank you. Okay. That didn't really help, did it? Let's save up both of my weapons here again. I have my beam about to attack them, which should take them out, actually. Launch this both at the same time. Just everything at them. Perfect. 4 fuel. Very good. Okay, next sector. This is when I go to the Slug Home Nebula. And this is a perfect time to end this video. So I hope you guys pretty much have gotten a very good idea of what this game is about. It's fun. It's really compelling, oddly enough. It's one of those games that you play once and then you're like, why am I still playing this? This is so good. The music's very good. Everything about it is very good. And to top it all off, it was a game that got made because of Kickstarter. So because of people who gave them money on Kickstarter, this awesome game was made, which is really good to see a success story like that. Success story, rather. I need water. I need sleep. It is way too early in the morning. So I am going to bed, and we shall see you guys next time.